Thank you for the question. Yes, so when I'm draping with calico, you don't actually sew that. When you drape, there's two ways. You can either drape with the final fabric, which tends to be more of a lightweight fabric, and then you would, after draping, would hand sew it together while it's on the dress form. Or this way, I was using calico, so then I basically drew all the lines and the markings of it, all the details, and then you take it off the mannequin gently in the most way you can, and then you turn that into a sewing pattern from paper. So it's using a technique using a spiky tool, a not rotary cutter, can't remember what it's called now, tracing wheel, and you lay that piece of fabric that you've draped on top of some paper. Using a tracing wheel, it makes little dots through, and then you would take the fabric off the paper, and then using a ruler and a pencil, you follow those little dots that you've made basically, and you turn it into a sewing pattern in that way of draping. There's a few ways you can do it, but if you see people draping with the final fabric or a final fabric, it's more likely going to be hand sewn together on top of a garment or something like that. But that way, using a calico, you can then make the sewing pattern from that drape and recreate that garment multiple times. In my Learn to Sew September playlist, where I posted a video every day with sewing tutorials and information videos, I do a draping one, so it is on there, and I talk about it in a lot more detail, and I think I show it in physical. There's a few different videos I've done where I've physically shown the process, but yeah, draping's really lovely. It's a really creative way of making a sewing pattern, and I really like it. Just don't get to do it as much as I would like to.